Hello, everyone. I've been around this site in the background for a while. Now, I've been reading a lot of different stories, replies and follow-ups. I continue to find myself searching for that one story that is truly relatable. So I decided to post my own experience. My wife, she's 35 and I 37, have been together for 16 years. Married for 11. We have had our struggles like most couples do. We always had kids in the plan, but were not able to conceive naturally or with medical intervention. We came to peace with this after 3 years of trying, or so I thought. I look back now and realize I had some unintended mental trauma from this. I see. Now I should have spoken with the therapist to work through my feelings about being unable to have children. I believe this is a big factor to our relationship issues that came along later. We were happy for years, and I have always struggled with feelings of failure and carried these thoughts around with me everywhere. My wife worked through the infertility challenges while I don't believe I did. Fast forward to more recent times. Things seemed okay but not great. We visited a couples counselor to help us communicate and speak to each other well and validate our issues together. At some point, we stopped that after our counselor retired and we searched for a replacement. We decided to see counselors individually and work on our issues. That way my wife has struggled with her self-confidence with her body for a while because I wasn't always as affectionate as I was previous to the infertility period of our marriage. I tried to see doctors about a solution but never could move past my inability to take action on my sexual thoughts for her. She is very attractive and I told her that often, but it wasn't enough. At this time, I was struggling with depression and I wasn't aware. One day she asked if I thought I would ever want her again like I did in the past. I answered, I don't know. At that time, I was really low in my mental state and nothing made me happy or feel good. When I told her my aunt that October day, she later told me I broke her heart and started to mourn the loss of our marriage. Leading up to that October day, I had been reviewing our phone records and she had been speaking and texting with another guy she claimed was having similar issues in his marriage. I asked nicely for her to stop or we all meet one another in spouses. She declined. She was also spending time with a new female friend. She was friends with growing up. Her female friend was taking her to baseball games and going to bars together after games and spending time with this guy in the group. I was unaware of her actions. She was starting to stay out later, dress up more for a co-ed baseball game and coming home really late. But I always trusted her and didn't want to accuse her of something that wasn't true. We share locations on our phone and she lied to me that her phone was hacked when she intentionally turned off her location. She also was hanging up phone calls with him. The minute I came home from work and was talking to him for 30 to 60 minutes, 3 times a week. Jumping forward again, I continued to find these calls on our bill. I confronted her and asked her to tell me what was going on. She said there's nothing to talk about. I never stopped watching her actions or habits. Little did I know they were already having sex at this time. In fact, it happened within 2 weeks of her asking if I will ever want her again. Many lies, cover-ups and overlapping times of her having sex with him. And the truth finally came out. That was not before she asked for us to separate 3 times from October to the end of May. I later found out that the time she wanted to separate, she was also trying to stop the relationship with him, but he kept getting her back. This guy is married with 3 kids and was also cheating on his wife with 2 women. At the same time, the D-Day was May 30th. I had some retracted messages on Facebook Messenger that I didn't see for 2 weeks into June. I had suspected that she was doing something and her conversations that I thought were with him on our home camera. I reverse phone number, searched him and found him online in his wife's name. These retracted messages were from her, the cheater's wife. They were over a 2-day period and I couldn't read them when I found them. I asked who it was and why I couldn't see the messages and what they said. She said she contacted the wrong person. I knew this wasn't true. 3 messages to the wrong person. I asked again what the messages said. She said nothing and to forget it. I waited a while to message back this time. I said, "I think our spouses know each other." She replied how I knew that explained and said, "What did the messages say?" She was trying to tell me that she found out her husband was sleeping with my wife. She found pictures, videos of them having sex. She was attempting to tell me but didn't want to be that person. Eventually she told me that they were doing more than talking. She told me about the phone pictures and videos. She had sent them to herself and informed a mutual friend about her husband sleeping with her friend's friend. That friend informed my wife about the phone pictures and immediately threatened her with legal action to stop them from spreading. My wife turned into a bulldog and got them deleted. That is the day on May 30th that my wife asked me for a divorce, a line with her getting caught. It was her way of escaping the truth. And me finding out about the 6-month affair. I moved to a different bedroom and for 2 weeks was paralyzed trying to figure out what to do. Keep in mind I didn't know yet for another 2 weeks from the Facebook retracted messages, June 14th. Once I found out from the cheater's wife, I confronted her. She lied and ignored my plea to tell me the truth. She didn't know that I knew at that time. 30 minutes later, she came into the other bedroom to tell me everything. I was a complete mess, couldn't believe it and didn't know what to do. I asked for details about things because I knew this was my time to get answers. They kissed twice the first night. It started a week later. They were having sex in his car, moved to a friend's house that wasn't home and they used that for a while, then did a hotel when that friend's house wasn't available. This guy lied to her severely about his Eric's troubles to tell her what she wanted to hear, to relate to. He's done it before multiple times. All in all, they had sex for 6 months, about 40+ times, and was also having sex with me. At the same time, her friends never tried to stop her or inform me. She claimed she would do it for a little while and we would find our way back to each other. In what world is she living in? She wanted to feel desire and never considered the pain it would cause me. I'm months past that day and still struggle every day. I'm in therapy, joined a men's group and interview my friends that had their wives cheat. I tried to stay and work things out for about 2 months, but she never acted like she wanted to be married. She actually had his baseball jersey and would wear it to bed. When I was staying in the other bedroom, I found everything extremely hurtful and can't get past the betrayal, lies and destructive behavior. Today, almost a year after she started cheating, I filed for divorce and I am moving to live with my brother in a different state. I could stay in my hometown but want a fresh start in a different area. I will be losing a job. I really like my dogs and I have to start my life over again with the support of my brother. I now know I will be okay. Things got really dark for me for months following the D-Day. I am getting stronger. But overall, I have a long way to go to trust anyone again. If I can build the strength to put myself out there down the road to close things out. I am posting this to get advice and encouraging words from anyone that may have related to my situation. I am struggling to find similar relations and understanding from others. In my opinion, this man didn't move fast enough when he found out his wife was cheating on him. And why do so many people waste money on marriage counseling? Marriage counseling is not a guaranteed fix, just saying.